This is Daniel Leigh from Media UK. I'm here with Matt Pearce from Voodoo Six.
Yes.
And Matt Pearce and the Mutiny.
Yes, both.
How you doing?
Yes. How you doing?
Okay, good to see you. Thank you for taking the time, man.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, we'll keep it brief because I know you're about to go on stage and everything. But tell our viewers a little bit about what Matt Pearce and the Mutiny is, because you're in Voodoo Six.
Yes.
What made you sort of want to do something, which is, I guess, your own?
It's different, yeah. I mean, the last couple of years, we haven't been massively active with Voodoo Six, even though there's been stuff going on behind the scenes, and there's a new album ready to go now. But because we haven't been gigging or touring, I just felt like it was time to maybe start doing a bit more of the stuff that maybe I kind of would, grow up listening to, the more bluesy things, some funky sounds, some soul kind of things. Stuff that is just not going to fit into the Voodoo Six sound, which has its own very definite sound, which is great, and I love it. And it's got this energy, which I think when we play together is like very unique. But there's no way I'm going to come in and say, hey, should we do a Rolling Stones song? Should we do something that sounds like Prince?
Yeah.
And it's just not going to happen. So I wanted something where I can just play really exactly what I feel like playing.
Right. And
also do some singing, which is fun.
And as a writer, when you're sort of jamming alone at home, is there a lot of this stuff that's just kind of coming out? Was it getting to be frustrating for you at all?
No, it was the weirdest timing, because in Voodoo Six, I'm not a songwriter, but I'm like a contributor, and I would come up with bits and pieces and ideas, it's me playing, like if the songs need stuff finishing off, or a chorus, or, you kind of chuck stuff in. And then suddenly I just found all these songs were just popping up. I really, for years, had not had this kind of prolific thing where I pick up guitar and I'd just having a whole song coming out, and I'd hear the singing in my head, and I'd hear the lyrics in my head, and I couldn't remember the last time that had happened for a long time. So, and they all had this kind of direction of this music that I'm doing. It wasn't planned, but it was really perfect timing to happen when it did.
And talk me through the lyrics sort of thing, because lyrics is one place, with all due respect, where guitarists notoriously fall down.
Yes.
And those melody lines. I mean, melody lines are not so much, but then there's a habit from the guitarist to overdo it melody wise. And it's not sort of sing. Yes, it's not sing-alongable.
I know. Yeah.
So
I don't know.
Where did that come from?
What's the
story?
I don't know. It just, I would wake up in the morning and I would have like a thing in my head. I'd have a riff in my head, or I'd have a lyric, and I kind of made a decision early on in the thing that I was not going to analyze it or challenge it, or I was just, whatever my subconscious was deciding to kind of throw at me for this time, I was just going to accept it. And so sometimes you get lyrics and go, I don't know where that came from, I don't even know what it means, but okay, I'm going to go with it. And so then maybe later on you'd figure out maybe what it was about.
Are you finding out that, yeah, right, and so do you think your subconscious is working on certain things?
It's been a really weird kind of a process for me.
Yeah.
I couldn't analyse it, and I didn't want to analyse it.
Right.
So I think once you start going, well, I could get a better lyric than that, then you kind of start challenging whatever this process was. So just let these songs come out. And in a way that, because they came out really easy, I didn't get as attached to it as you do, when you slave over something and you're working for weeks and weeks to finish something. You get so attached to it that you become almost too scared to put it out there in case people didn't like it. Yeah. But all these songs I kind of felt, they almost felt like my songs, they just kind of arrived. So I'm going to record them, but I don't even care if people don't like it or not. Because I've not been slaving, they just kind of arrived at my doorstep almost and said, here's the song. Yeah.
That's very interesting that because you get a lot of artists who do say that, and it's almost like, people hate those sort of people that it just came. It's like, it's like a gift.
It's the first time in my life it's ever happened.
So you really feel like a conduit almost, like it's like just letting it be free.
I've been reading this book recently, which is Songwriters and Songwriting, and it's fascinating because all these incredible craftsmen of songs, craftswomen as well, and they're all saying the same thing, that they don't really know where this stuff comes from. And this is, like I said, the only time in my life that it's actually ever worked with this, because I've slaved over stuff in the past. I've really tried to write full songs and only ever come up with, say, riffs or a bit of a chorus, and then suddenly it's just like, here's a bunch of songs.
Yeah, right.
And to the point where I didn't know if they were any good, but I thought, well, I'm just going to put them out and see if people like it. And people seem to be liking it so far.
So assembling your band, what was that like? Was it an easy? I mean, you're quite big on machines, but
well, I think we're both quite well known.
London, whatever. But with that, was it easy finding the musicians that you wanted? You know, did you have to go through a big, sort of auditions?
No, it was again a really weird process because I used Joe Lazarus, who drums for Voodoo 6. I used to, you know. He drummed on it, and he's amazing. You know, he's just much more funky than I thought he ever was. But he can do anything with. And then, but the rest of the thing, I had this thing in my head that I didn't want to play with people that I knew that I played with previously. I didn't want to record it somewhere that I've worked before. I wanted to do it completely fresh, so that people were coming to my stuff with fresh ears. I wasn't going in there and they're going, oh, this is this guy from Voodoo 6, but he doesn't sing, you know?
Yeah.
But I wanted to just go to the studio and work with people that had no idea who I was, right? And I find these incredible people from the London blues scene that somehow I've been kind of unaware of all these years,
right?
You know, because we've been mainly in the rock, rock stroke metal thing. Yeah. And you discover this incredible blues scene in London, and based around the Blues Kitchen and people like that. Right. And so I just have stumbled across this incredible group of musicians, and then they didn't know who I was. You know, not like I'm, you know, but they've got Voodoo 6, so they've never been to Metalworks, whatever. So there was no kind of expectation of, oh, he's not a blues guy, he's not a funk guy, whatever. So they didn't know if I was or not, you know. And that was kind of nice. It was quite liberating.
So do you think, I mean, with that, have they shaped the songs in the studio much, sort of playing with these guys? Because you say you hear how it's going to be. Are you cracking a whip, or are you just saying to them be free as well?
I would say, well, I did these demos at home, these horrible home demos on the laptop with this like terrible drum programmer, just going.
Oh mate, I still use Fruity Loops. I hand it to my drummers, just go, but do your thing.
But then I would put my vocals and guitar, and I'd put the bass down, and put the whole kind of arrangement down. So I knew in my head how I wanted it to sound, and like really the whole kind of kick up the arse to go in and do the drums on the first day was, I was just curious to see how this thing sounded with real drums, see if the stuff actually sounded good. And then once the drums were down, they started kind of putting, bit by bit, compiling the whole album. I think a guy called John Moody on the keyboard, he transformed it hugely because I had no keyboards on it and I don't play keyboards. So I had a few ideas in my head, but wouldn't it be nice if like a Hammond came in and went, oh nice, And then he would just go down and go, and it just took it to another level for me. And there were the magic moments in the studio really for me, because I had no idea what to expect from that.
This is it, man. I mean, and it can take one simple lick, one simple phrase. It can take something off elsewhere, and people start accenting with other people.
But what I was really keen on doing was to make it very guitar and keyboards. I didn't want just some guitar album with like solos going on forever and ever, and like a 3-piece blues band. Great as that is, I just thought the world doesn't really need another of them. I wanted it to be the guitar and the keyboards were going to be as strong instruments. I just didn't know what the keyboard was going to do.
Yeah, right.
You know, like a Deep Purple thing where the keyboard and the guitar are equal parts. Sound. Yeah. So I think I got that, which is really happy about.
No, congratulations, man. It's great that you're really pushing with this, and it's taking on it's almost taking on life of its own.
Yes, well, here we are in the garage. I never thought I'd be doing a gig with my
cool, man. That's really cool. It's good to see your name actually in lights downstairs.
Oh, really? I have to go see this. I've not seen this before. Right?
You got to do this.
Yeah, amazing.
Quickly, we'll talk a little bit about Voodoo 6, because you got your album.
Yes.
Done?
Yes. I can't reveal anymore.
I know, you're loving it. You're loving it, yeah.
It's great, and what I've said in a couple of interviews, which is interesting, is that because our new singer, he's done one album with us, Nick, it's kind of gone in a harder, heavier, definitely less bluesy, kind of direction. So it's almost like it's drawing this line between the stuff that I'm doing. I can put all this bluesy, funky influences together. And Voodoo 6 has got something entirely different. It's not, so that's not going to be confused at all with the stuff that I'm doing. So it's different. I think it's going to surprise some people. Some of it, but it's ready.
Great.
And I'm not going to say any more about it.
That's fantastic, man. Cool. I want to get more of your time. I know you've got to get on stage and go.
Yes, but I'm going to go and see my name in lights first.
Yeah, you got to go. Thank you so much.
Amazing to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll see you guys later.
See you later. Bye.